I've managed to get 2 VODs, a Saife playing Invisible Woman. Saife was on the team that just won Rivals Ignite and is considered by most people the best support player. So things I think you're probably gonna be looking for is like how often are they in the fight versus not in the fight, survivability, how they use their push, how they use their pull, and ult timings. Tries to pull one in early, tries to get an early pick on one of the tanks. That's tough. They already got early double picks. Interesting thing I just noticed right there when they were healing their tanks, like they don't actually aim dead on one of their tanks when they're stacked up like that. They're trying to shoot between them because the hitbox is for so big. Very small thing, but if they're close enough, then you actually get to kill both. Playing pretty safe, all things considered. I think pretty much they were, or at least at one point in that fight, were probably max range on it. See, I would have been tempted to jump over to try to keep shooting there. They don't even jump over. They just break the walls, walk up. So they invis ult first, where a lot of times you end up actually is ulting second. But that time I'm assuming because pushing through this choke is really difficult. So get rezzed after dying to the Groot ults. Oh, that invis range is actually much further than I expected. So instead of actually looking for heals here, like I think a lot of people would be looking to heal your team in this type of a fight, but because they're going for an engage on this corner, they already start shooting for this corner to add the extra damage in to help finish off these targets, but also because like their team's going to start engaging here, so as the shots go out and come back, they're actually getting healing and damage, instead of looking at like the Emma there who could have gotten healed, or the Rocket that could have got healed. A lot of times they actually are just helping follow up on damage. Goes for the early invis ult. I wonder if it was because of having to jump in. Like, obviously, because the whale ult is coming in now, so you gotta be careful. And obviously, jumping into the enemy team is a good way to get double tapped. So, by ulting as they jumped in, they make sure that they stay alive, and they actually end up winning the fight off of it. So, it kind of ends up being a double. And also, the Rocket ended up dying as well. Another small thing, which I think this is already like super well known, but it's a good habit to have, is like you constantly are shielding your DPS and letting your DPS take these off angles. Breaking the Groot walls, they actually mixed in melees. I wonder if mixing in melees is the same speed. I like keeping the 9 months. Always trying to get pulls on their front line. So like this meta is like really dive heavy in like pro play, but in ranked it's not always very dive heavy. And so when you have like these more like heavy tanks, like these Groots and Emma and stuff like that, just pulling them forward just a little bit at the right time actually gets so much value. Anything I've been impressed with the most so far is just they've not been in danger almost a single time. And the 2 times they were in danger were getting Groot ulted, and at the end of capping first, they got double headshot. So interesting, they're gonna play this corner over here. I kind of like this. So if you're playing main here, you have to peek up the ramp, right? Which you would think like, oh, you have a head peek. That's a pretty safe place to be. But it is still head peek from sight lines, and you could get double tapped from like a Hella. But if you play on this corner over here, they can't see you. They have no sight line on you at all. And so your tanks can hold much more forward. Has invis ult too to push through if they choose, which I think they're not choosing to because the cart's not even close. Has to use it though because their tanks are about to die. Because they just want to hold this space. They don't want to let them come back out. So because they're down 1, I think this is where you start backing away a little bit because you know you can't hold that as well. They were starting to lose people. Oh, I liked that. This bottom left fallback so you can try to push someone off. Can't do that all the time though. And then this is like what I would consider like more standard positioning, like where someone would stand. But this is like their 3rd option. This isn't even like where they want to be. They're not dying. They're almost always alive. They're catching like, yep, okay, everyone's dead here. I'm just gonna chill. Another thing you might notice is right there, well, until right now, they don't actually move around that much when they're invisible because you can hear the footsteps. They're gonna try and pull them off. Sneaky little plays. So while you're waiting for your team to come back, right, like right now, and they're just playing main, oh, you're dead. Oh.
Not even Dracula himself could stop us now.
I thought for sure that they were gonna run. I would have ran for the hills after I got found like that and then escaped. The absolute balls to be like, nah, I'm still taking that 1v1. Taking the 1v1 with the Hela and then winning is crazy. That's confidence, though. I think a moment like that is like what really shows you, like, damn, that's not just like the best player on this hero. Like, that's what a real good pro player looks like. Always trying to put themselves in a spot where they're not only healing but also doing damage as well. Helping break the Groot walls. Everybody loves seeing someone help break the Groot walls. Nobody helps break the damn Groot walls, it feels like. Try to pull the Groot in. Their Emma's running it down. Almost like kind of baits the Emma a little bit there. Because like, as like Emma or a lot of DPS players, if you see a support player, you're just like your eyes light up like, oh my god, that's a free pick right there. And then just kind of like slowly walk away. And then they either get the kill off of it or forces them to a spot where they're not going to be able to do anything for a while. Best support in the game. Well, oh yeah, they're the best place. I mean, Invis I'd say is the best support in the game. You know what's funny? There was one of the tier lists recently where I was like, Invis I think might be the best support in the game. And like people were like, you're crazy. Luna's still better, you stupid. Luna enables dive though. I think you misunderstand why Invis is good. Hey, waits a few seconds to make sure you ult second, so your invis ult gets more value. Smart. It's like almost a rule of thumb in rivals where like you want to ult second on support if you can. Sometimes you can't, and like it's just like it is what it is. But if you can ult second, try to ult second. It's because she has a get out of jail free card and it's just double jump. No, it's not. If you've been watching this gameplay and thinking it's just because she has a double jump, I'm sorry. Like we're looking at different things. I'm trying to show you all of the small intricacies. You have not been paying attention to the shields. You have not been paying attention to the push. You have not been paying attention to the shift saves. You have not been paying attention, my friend. Lock in. Lock in. I am giving you the keys to success. Turn the key. Turn on the car. Start the vehicle. Breaks the Groot walls. Pushes them away. Buys a little time for tanks because like team's not here yet. They're still waiting for their full regroup. Always shielding on this corner. Make sure that they can safely peek without getting domed. Like a lot of times you're spamming these corners trying to hit supports on the backline because they always play like these like angles. So by shielding that corner, just make sure that they can peek and heal there for absolute for free and be completely safe. So a little bit of low here, but actually not even trying to heal themselves yet. Just understanding that the shield from the rocket amp is enough. They'll be fine. You know, maybe it's just me, but at some point I start to get a little antsy if I'm like below half HP. No fear, just stands there, keeps doing their job, knows they're gonna be safe. They'll heal up when they get an opportunity, which is like the jump away for 2 seconds. Didn't even like react to the Bucky there because they knew be fine. Unfortunately, big Groot ult. It's actually playing off to the left here. I'm guessing they play off the left to put pressure on their front line to try to see if they... So if they're gonna push up, you could pull them off. Maybe a little lucky there. Oh. We stole his Bucky's kill. Gets pulls in by the Emma there, but they're completely safe. Working with the Bucky, pull people in / pull them off the map. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about, is like the Hela coming up these stairs over here, but I guess like always having a DPS with you means you're gonna be safe, right? Because you can give your DPS the advantage by giving them the shield in the 1v1. Instantly turns the push, doesn't hit the push, but just like instant reaction to see if they're too close. Backs them off. Invis ults the Groot ults. Not only does it make it hard for them to see from that range to follow up on the damage, but also obviously the healing. That made me really anxious, the jumping over the pit like that. I know they were fine, but still. Just, so there's only, okay, interesting. I don't know if they were trying to stop the portal play or I mean, they still have another minute. I guess maybe they saw that they swapped over to Strange early and was gonna portal over. Or they just was just like, okay, throw someone on low ground and be annoying, get a little ult charge. They've also swapped map here. Uses the shield to make sure they don't get pulled by the Emma. Does Invis have a bunny hop tech? Yes. Most characters in the game have B-hop tech. There's a lot of characters with B-hop tech. You'll see it right now. Look at it. That's a good catch. That's a very good catch. Getting close to Invis here, but there's just so much going on, trying to keep everybody up. Ah, they got Invis early. They're probably gonna lose this fight. Just trying to spam out where they might be. You don't know how to B-hop? If you want to make it easy on yourself, put jump on scroll wheel. You jump with somebody, or you use like the movement tech with somebody, and then like as you land, you scroll back or scroll forward, whatever you end up doing, and like just do that on a couple jumps. You can at least get the first one's easy. Doing multiple is difficult. Oh, really close here.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Really aggressive, going for ult charge that early. Or not that early, sorry, that aggressively going for it. I mean, I respect it, but. So you might notice that they're actually spamming abilities now. So like before they weren't really spamming abilities, like very quickly, like the beginning of the fight, beginning of the round, just throwing their shift, throwing their push, right? Okay, that's actually a huge pull. That one wasn't a spam, that was like actually calculated and they get a pick off of that. That was huge. But before that though, they're just trying to build ult faster, because especially in OT, when it's one fight, getting your invis ult faster than the enemy team is a good way to just win the game. So, oh, he's gonna go for the push on spawn. No, I can't get it from there. They do end up taking the TP though. Gets back in time. Yeah, the little B-hop tech has actually helped them get around a lot faster. Little min-maxes help a ton. Oh, I think my carpets are here. Let me finish this fight really quick. If he's going bananas, that means the carpet's here. He's like a doorbell. All right, let me go hit this real quick.
It's okay. Okay.
I know it's scary. It's okay. They're not gonna hurt. I know. He just wants to let his devil out. He does. He wants to go bananas. Oh my god, he was going sicko mode on the door just now down there. He's awfully confident for something so football shaped. That's up. I'm gonna let him walk the house really quick. I'm gonna go with him because then he'll know that they're all gone. He searched and cleared the house. Was I barking? Did you hear that? Oh. I wonder if by B-hopping too, you're actually more silent on Invis. You know how like when she's walking, you can hear her fat feet going plop, 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 walking around, like even if she's invisible, you're like, wait a minute, what's that noise? By B-hopping, you probably don't make as much noise than normal. So it's probably actually multiple things. Oh, anonymous thing of the gift, I appreciate it. Sorry, I was gone. I missed that.
Feeling fantastic. Only 60 seconds left. Clear the way.
Getting so much damage and healing in on all of these shots. You're gonna look at the speed that the invis ult built up. Early ult in aggressively so they can run at their backline and kill their backline before they get their invis ult. They got it literally last second. That was so close. But now they have rocket ult. They have trade rocket ults. Works are way back to main actually after things are looking a little spooky. Ah, but it's game over anyways.
3,
That really aggressive invis ult let them run into their team though. They ended up not getting the invis kill, but they just took their positioning from them so badly, and then they just kind of fell over right when the invis ult ended. So that was the first game. I have a second one as well. I feel like Scythe is playing much more aggressive than other invis players have recommended to. Well, here's the thing, right? All of VP are former Overwatch players. Overwatch support is basically built around being a DPS character, but that also heals. And rival support really does not play that way, right? But if you use some of those elements of doing extra damage in those times where you don't need to be healing, one, you're contributing to 2 kills, 2, you're building ult charge slightly faster. So it's a dangerous game to be doing, like you gotta be able to pull it off. But if you can pull it off, you're gonna get a ton of value. And I think as the game evolves over time, and people are min-maxing and getting better at every character or whatever, like, as long as you're in a safe spot, doing damage is always going to be king. But it's also about doing damage and doing healing. You gotta be able to do both. And Invis is actually really good at that. Wow, I don't know how that Angela lived. It was like 1 HP. See, we're already 91 to ult. Look at the other side right now, chat. We have Invis ult. On the other side, we are 60 to Luna ult and 77 to Rocket ult. That's the big Invis difference right now. Early ults on their forehead. Everybody just W keys. You're full health. Just no fear. Run them over. Easy first cap. My internet these days. Trying to balance helping the backline with the cap, as well as keeping an eye on the front line just to see if they're doing okay over there. Small things like checking on your teammates, both in front of you and behind you, are valuable for every role. I think the thing I'm most impressed with so far is like just never in danger, never in trouble, always safe, never pressured. Like, in terms of like rank 1 gameplay we've watched, I feel like this is like the most relaxing. Has another invis ult. Jesus. Yeah, positioning is top notch. There's an old, I think it was Surefour quoted this back when he used to play in Overwatch League, was like, you don't have to always hit an insane shot. You have to put yourself in a position to hit the easy shots. Like if you're in a spot where you have to constantly be doing insane mechanical maneuvers to win, you're not gonna win. But if you're making life easy for yourself by making it so that your shots are easier to hit, making it so that positionally you don't have to really worry about hitting some crazy mechanical shot, you'll win way more games, you'll win way more fights, you'll hit more shots. Because you'll be in a better position to do that. The 2 times out of these 2 games where I've thought like, maybe they went a little too aggressive there because they got punished and died, which was on first point of the last map and second point now of this map, they instantly capped right after. So I'm assuming by going aggressive here, it puts so much more pressure, and it's like they're winning the point anyway, so they'll trade a death for a point. I don't mind. The only stat that matters at the end of the day is the win column. Has Invis ult again? Are they going to walk forward and use it aggressively, take space? I think he was looking for it there. So I think he was looking for it, and then the whale hit, and they forced the Luna ult, so it was not worth the trade. And then their Hella ults, so because the Hella ulted in the open, it's better to use it than defensively there, because they're trading Luna ult and Hella ult for just Invis ult. Well, just Invis ult and Namor ult, to be fair, but... Always backs away when it's time. Never in danger. Oh, whole team died. Oh, they did double support out. That's unfortunate. In a ranked game, though, that happens. Good pull. Forces their invis ult, because Moxie almost died right there. Kind of got enrolled a little bit. They're pressuring their Luna really hard. Which is, you know, someone was saying about enabling dive earlier. Luna does enable dive sometimes, but that's not why she's getting played. But also, the survivability against dive is a lot lower than someone like Invis right now. Big Angela ult. Just trading support ults right now. They don't even have to be like the craziest player right now. It just has to be consistently alive, consistently in a spot where they can help, such like it's really a relaxing POV. It's interesting.
Only 60 seconds left. A nice deep freeze. Don't give them another inch.
You guys are saying melee, like, or someone on YouTube was saying melee weave. I don't even think I've seen that many melees. I would argue that the pulls and the shift usage is the #1. Like the way they use their shift is a lot more of a utility than I see a lot of people. Like a lot of people just throw it out there, you know, use it as a way to just, you know, slow someone down, get some ult charge, whatever. Like that one right there. Like that one is what when I would see was like the average rank player does. You just throw it at a choke, try to get some damage on somebody. But they save it a lot of times for like when they're getting pressured or when a teammate's getting pressured or whatever it ends up being. And obviously the shield usage is top tier, using it a lot of times to help their DPS win 1v1s. Yeah, they cancel it with the shield? I don't know if I've seen the melee that often. Oh, they are actually doing it, you're right. I don't know if I'd say that's like melee. I don't think that's the same thing as melee weaving, is it? Like, I thought when someone says melee weaving, they're trying to use the third push. You know what I'm talking about? The third melee where it like pushes them away a little bit. But you're all right though. They do animation cancel the end of it every time with something. It's kind of like the same thing with like Strange. Always reloads at 2. Well, I think it's just you're gonna always reload when you have a chance.
I've got you covered.
I mean, I just watched them hit 0 right there. So I don't think it's that. I don't think there's anything to do with the amount of ammo that they have. Oh my god. See, that's like the only times I've seen them die. Is just getting like randomly 2-tap by a flank hell or something like that. Also, the aggression to then pull the invis down while still, or not the invis, pull the hella down while still at half HP. Crazy.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Pull him away and then invis ults aggressively.
I'm ready to put on a show.
Wait, is it aggressive? Oh no, it's actually not. Sorry, it looked like it was further ahead than where it was.
Anyone willing to help?
Did they double support ult again? Yeah, they did double support ult again.
A nice deep freeze.
I guess the Luna ult went off like right at like as the Emma ult went off, so maybe they were just trying not to get pulled, which I guess isn't a bad idea. I could back up, but I don't care that much. Even in like a situation right there, like where they were getting attacked by like the Cap and the Emma, it didn't even feel like they were in that much danger. It goes really aggressive there. Holy shit! Shields himself on the way out, and just in case the hell it did hit those shots. This feels more stressful than the last one. Maybe a little bit, but on defenses you're always going to be much more pressured, right? Especially against dive, because you have to be backing away, walking forward. Attack's a little bit more like, you know, they have to go pretty far to go pressure you. But even so, it seems very methodical. It's like check front line for a little bit, check top left, give them shield, go back. Also, Invis and Luna both ulted on their team about the same time. Luna's was slightly later. Luna's 57 to ult as you get Invis ult. They get really aggressive, but it has ult for it. No fear. I'm surprised at how often they jump forward, like aggressively. Because a lot of people, I think myself included, would use Invis's jump as a bailout ability, like to run away, to like stay alive. But honestly, the amount of times it's been used as like an aggressive, or like to run up to help like teammates keep fighting has been crazy. Also, I don't think the Luna was really helping her out there. That was like all sustain on her own, using her own shield, using her own jump to pretty much wait out that whole hell ult. Always checking up on their DPS on the flank. I don't even think they're spamming like I need healing or anything. I think just always just gives them a little check. Yep, another little check. Yeah, they're fine up there. Gives them the shield anyways, just so they can take a better angle. Matches the invis ult with their own invis ult. Oh, that was actually a little bit far forward potentially, and they get punished for it. Potentially the first mistake we've actually seen. It happens to everyone. Everyone can end up making like a little mistake, but like the idea, the play is correct. Go for the invis ult counter. I think just the placement might have been slightly off. I mean, already 60 to another ult, though. They're building their ults so fast. It's like a freaking cooldown.
I am ready to put on a show.
So enemy team Luna ults, which you can match with their own Luna ults. Oh my god, they lived. That was a little close. Kills one with the push. Let me hit tab really quick, just to stat check. They have 12,000 damage. Look at the enemy team's invis. Has 26,000 healing, 6,000 damage, to 43,000 healing, 12,000 damage. Legitimately double the damage and almost double the healing. That is actually insane. Gets a kill right before the invis ult goes off, so they're up one now. Uses their own shield to make sure they don't get pulled by the Emma. Well, they didn't have one tank only the entire time.
No worries. I've got your back. Anyone willing to help?
I think the other team's probably given up by now, in some ways. Like, I mean, if you look at the two Lunas are pretty close, right? You have the 38,000, 36,000 for healing on each of them. It's just the invis gap is not a gap; it's a canyon.
I've got you covered.
You know.
Feeling fantastic.
And they just win.
Final score: 2-3.
So there you go. The #1 support player / #1 invis. They do a lot more damage than most of the support players we've ever watched. That probably contributes to why they have their ult so fast. And I mean, you saw the stats sheet. They're just 9 miles ahead.